Is your little one still bouncing off the walls, and are you desperate to help them get their energy out in a fun, safe, and helpful way? If so, stick around because in this video, I'm gonna break down what might be going on for your little one and how you can help them release that energy in a fun and safe way. Coming up. Hey mama, and welcome back to my channel. If you happen to be new here, my name is Nicole. I'm a mama. I'm a pediatric occupational therapist as well as an intentional parenting coach. And this channel is geared to share tips, tools, strategies, and my own experience to help make motherhood more joyful, easier, and just a beautiful experience for you. So if that's something you're into, do me a favor and hit the subscribe button below. Okay guys, so here's the deal. Obviously, our kids have been cooped up for months. And it's so difficult for them as well as for us as we're navigating parenthood, as we're navigating our businesses or employment, as well as potentially homeschooling. I know Kai's school is officially shut down until 2021. So I'm navigating this as well as the third trimester of a pregnancy and running my own business. So I get it. And meanwhile, our children, because they're cooped up and indoor play gyms are closed, outdoor play gyms are closed, they are bouncing off the walls and we are pulling our hair out, trying to figure out how to keep them still for at least some of the day. So I wanna share something with you that I think will be helpful. And that starts with our sensory system. Now, I have done an entire series on our sensory system that I will link in the description box below. But the specific sensory system I wanna hone in on in this video is our proprioceptive sensory system. And again, I have a specific video in which we go into depth about this sensory system so you can really understand the ins and outs. I will also link that below. But in a nutshell, our proprioceptive sensory system just helps us be aware of where our body is in space. So doing things like heavy work, like pulling or pushing heavy items or, getting a big hug, all sends information up to our brain that helps us feel safe, and we know exactly where our arms are in space, our head is in space. It can be very calming for little kids. And sometimes what happens is if our little ones are craving this type of input to either feel calm or safe in their body, they are going to go seek it, meaning they may literally bounce off your walls or your couch or crash onto the floor because they're looking for that input into their joints to get the message up to their brain to come and tell them what's going on with their body. So what I want to do today is break down some helpful activities, safe activities that your little one can engage in with you, either around the house or locally, that is super inexpensive and can help them get that input to their joints that their body may be craving. Now, I will caveat this by saying I have a 4-year-old, so these activities are going to be geared more towards your 3, 4, and up age. All right, so the first simple activity that your little one could actually help you with around the house that's going to give them that sensory feedback that they might be looking for is unloading a washer or a dryer. Specifically, a washer, because the clothes are wet and it means that they're heavier because they're holding water. So with Kai, I will have him literally help me pull the towels, the wet towels out, the wet sweaters, whatever it is that has some weight, and move them over into the dryer. So this is again what we refer to as heavy work. So it's literally he's having to hold weight and move it into the dryer. And while he's doing that, again, it's sending the information up through the joint to the brain and helping him calm his body because, hey, I know where my joints are in space. So that's one great activity, and it also helps you get some stuff done around the house. Along the same lines, if you want to have your little one load dry clothes into a laundry basket and either pull or push the laundry basket to its final destination, you will also elicit a similar effect. Again, that pushing or that heavy pulling is giving the input to the joints, which eventually is going to send messages to the body. I am calm, I am safe, take a breath. So laundry, help around the house. If you have a 4-year-old or a 3-year-old who will soon be 4, this is a great activity that they can help you do on a regular basis. So this next tip I want to share with you is actually a specific product. Products can be great in helping your little one get the proprioceptive input that they need. So whether it's a weighted blanket, a weighted vest, or in this case, a compression vest, it can really help your little one get that deep pressure that again sends the message up to the brain and helps your kiddo know where his body or her body is in space. So this vest is made by Pumpkin Foots. It's super cute. So this is what's called a compression vest. And what's great about a compression vest is that, again, you're gonna get the proprioceptive input, but without the weight of, say, a weighted vest or a weighted blanket, which in the summer months can be a little hot. So the compression vest acts like a big hug. You guys can see in the footage with Kai, I can make this as tight as I want around his body. It has a couple of different places to adjust, which I really love about this specific vest. So on the shoulders, you can make it as tight or as loose as you'd like. And then of course, the trunk piece, the part that wraps around your kid's belly, can be made as tight or as loose as he or she desires. But what makes this specific vest so great and why I love this specific brand is not only do they make it fun, but they make it functional. So you have the function, obviously, of the compression, but they make it really fun by adding these different patches that have different emotions. And they also have these Velcro balls that you guys can see here. And as an OT, I love to make this as fun as possible. So if you have a kiddo that's bouncing off the wall, first step is to put the compression vest on them to their desired tightness, right? So they can feel that calmness and get that input. They can have fun with the patches because guess what? They are a little bit of a workout for your fingers to put on and take off, which is great for finger strengthening. So here's the fine motor activity. And then the Velcro balls, let's make your children moving targets. If they still have energy and they have not calmed down, have them run back and forth within a room, and you as parent or maybe an older sibling can take these Velcro balls and the moving target is the target. So throw the Velcro ball and try and get it to stick to this compression vest. It could be a lot of fun for your little ones. It could be a lot of fun for you and your child as a bonding experience as they're trying to dodge the Velcro balls and you're working on your visual motor skills or vice versa. So I just thought that it was a really fun set that has a lot of different opportunities to incorporate play as well as the developmental milestones that come about. So if you're interested in this, I will link it down below in the description box so you can learn more about Pumpkin Foots and the amazing things that they're up to. The owner and the employees are just such wonderful people and so much fun to work with. And they also hire people of varying disabilities. So I just think it's a beautiful thing that they have this inclusive environment of people who are working for the company, who are heading the company, who are speaking for the company. I love the vision, I love the mission, so the information is down below if you're interested in that. Okay, I have a couple more tips for you guys to help get your kiddos' energy out in a safe and helpful way that's going to meet their sensory needs. The next tip is have your child either play with a garden hose or water a garden bed if you have space outdoors. So at my house, we have a standard garden hose, the really heavy one that you have to like wrap around the water spout and it takes a bit of muscle to unravel. So actually, this is a perfect activity to have Kai do. We have garden beds in our backyard, and so we will ask him on a perfectly hot summer day to go unravel the hose, pull the hose where it needs to go to each garden bed, and spray all of the plants. And so I hear him out there grunting as he's pulling this heavy hose off the water spout and dragging it from garden bed to garden bed. So this is another great example of heavy work again, right? So we're getting the sensory input to the joints, sends the message up to the brain. Brain goes, hey, we know where we are in space, all is well, we are calm, we are good. So it's just another beautiful activity that can be incorporated as a chore or helping with housework that's going to help your little one get their sensory needs met. All right, so last but not least is creating crash pads within your house. You may or may not love this, but I think we become more flexible as the months go on and we are willing to become more and more creative. Take the couch cushions off of your couch, place them on the floor. So instead of your kiddo doing somersaults off the couch and potentially falling onto the floor, if you move your cushions and place them on the floor and let them just dive and crash on the pads, on the floor, they're less likely to get hurt. And again, it's really an easy way for them to just get some energy out and feel that input into the various joints that they are seeking. So we will do that. Kai does it for us. Even if we aren't into it, he will pull the cushions off the couch. He'll do somersaults. He'll do jumps, front flips, back flips, because we had him in gymnastics. It's so much fun. So just the caution of taking the cushions off the couch, because they get more wild with time and they get more brave and they have less fear. So move the party down to the floor. I hope you found this video helpful. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. But again, I will link the videos for the sensory system in the description box, as well as the specific video for our proprioceptive sensory system, so you can get a better understanding of how that works and why our kiddos are probably bouncing off the wall, or at least you're noticing it more now. If you need anything else, just let me know, holler in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you in the very next video. Bye.